In today's video, I'm going to teach you understanding cells and grids in Wix Studio. In Wix Studio, grids and cells are the foundation of responsive design. They help keep your layout structured and stable, so your content stays in place across different screen sizes. If you want sections to look organized without having to manually fix every breakpoint, this is one of the most important concepts to understand. Let's start with section grids. The section grid is a fluid, beginner-friendly layout tool that automatically handles a lot of the responsive calculations for you. That means you can focus more on arranging your content and less on worrying about how everything will behave on different devices. To begin, select a blank section inside the Wix Studio editor. Once the section is selected, go to the top of that section and click the blank dropdown. This is where you can choose a layout preset. Depending on the kind of design you want to build, you can pick a structure like rows, columns, or even a collage. These presets give you a quick way to create an organized layout without starting from scratch. And they are especially useful when you are planning content placement early in the design process. If you want to expand your layout, you can add or split cells. One way to do this is by hovering over the border between two existing cells and clicking the plus icon that appears. This inserts a new cell directly into the grid. Another option is to select a specific cell and use the floating action panel to choose split. This is helpful when you want more control over one particular area of the section without changing the rest of the layout. After that, you can resize elements of the grid by clicking and dragging the blue grid line handles directly on the canvas. This allows you to adjust cell widths or heights visually, which makes it easier to fine-tune spacing and proportions while still keeping the layout responsive. It's also important to understand the difference between a grid and a cell. A grid is the overall two-dimensional framework made up of intersecting horizontal and vertical boundary lines. In fact, every blank section in Wix Studio starts with a default grid that contains exactly one cell. A cell, on the other hand, is one of the individual bounding boxes created within that grid. Think of it as a smart parent container. When you place elements like text, buttons, or media inside a cell, those elements become tied to that cell's responsive behavior. That relationship is what makes layouts in Wix Studio feel more controlled and consistent. Thanks for watching.